Hey guys, okay, so this is a little weird for me because I'm kind of out of my comfort zone, not used to talking by myself, I guess, alone. I don't know. This is weird. This is obviously my first official YouTube video. Trying to get it in the works, trying to get in the vibe of things of doing this. But today I'm just going to be reviewing some of the foundations that I've tried before, because a lot of people will come in and be like, what's your favorite foundation? What's your best foundation that you have? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to do a review on some of them that I have tried. Now, everyone's skin is different. So my skin is more normal when I wake up, but throughout the day it gets a little bit more oily. This is really common with young, I don't know, like teens through like 30s, I would say. I don't know, hormones change, whatever. But everyone's different. But if you're more normal to oily, kind of like me, this might be helpful for you. Okay, so first foundation that I'm going to review is the Beauty Blender foundation. It's called Bounce. This foundation actually wasn't that bad. I know it does have like some hyaluronic acid in it, so that just means it kind of locks in moisture, but it's still a more velvet matte finish. So if you like matte foundation but kind of looks more natural, you'll probably like this one. When I did wear it like throughout the day, it stayed on okay. It looked really pretty when I first put it on, but by the time that I got home from work, I would say it cracked a little bit, like around my nose. It just didn't look like I wanted it to look. Now, if I just would like go out for a couple of hours, like in the night, and go out and do whatever and just have like dinner, and just for like a small occasion, not like long wearing, I would do that. And I would rate it like a 7 out of 10, I would say. I would rate it a 9 or 10 if it just stayed on me a little bit better, but it was still okay. Don't hate it. Second foundation that I want to review is Milk Cosmetics. It's a super matte finish, but I can't really say a lot about this because I actually mix this with what I currently use, because when I ordered it, they gave me the wrong shade and I just didn't want to deal with going back. So I usually used it in like my highlighting areas. So this might not be totally accurate, but when I wore it, it looked really pretty when I put it on again. Now, I think this foundation was too drying. So it just like kind of cracked and made me even more dry than I already was. Kind of separated in my like smile lines and my forehead. It just like wasn't cute. But I can't really, I don't know. I can't really review it totally. So, but this is the Milk makeup and it is full coverage. So I forgot to say that the Beauty Blender one is more of like a medium to full coverage as well, but this one is like super full coverage. Okay, next foundation that I'm going to review is the Anastasia Stick Foundation. It's just like a stick. This is actually not that bad, but I did get this in Banana, so it's more of like a highlighting underneath. But they do come in stick forms for like all shades. But honestly, I'm not mad at it because it's more matte and it just glides on really weird, but you just have to have like a nice primer to go underneath, and then this glides on like nothing, and then you blend it out. Next foundation that I'm going to review is the Stilla. Now, I got this a couple years ago, I think, so I don't even know if they make this anymore, but I like loved this. And it actually has a concealer at the top too, which you can see like I've almost used all of it. This is in the shade Light 3, and this just kind of pops off, and then you press this down and it comes out at the top. I feel like this was more of like a natural matte finish, and it actually stayed really nice and looked really nice throughout the day. I'm almost out of this though, and I don't know why I stopped wearing it. I don't know, but I really liked it. So I would recommend this if they still make it. I don't even know, so I need to look into that. Next foundation, I don't have it with me, but it's the Nars Radiant foundation. It's like the natural long wearing radiant foundation. It was actually really nice, and it was a different type of finish for me because I'm used to like the matte because it kind of controls my oil, but the radiant foundation actually looked super pretty. So I would recommend that, and I think I wore Fiji in that one, but it did stay all day. I will say that it did stay all day, but it kind of rubbed off on me, but I think that's just because of my oil. Like if I was on the phone or if I was like touching my face or touching up. Now my final foundation that is my absolute favorite is my Double Wear. So Double Wear by Estee Lauder is probably my most favorite foundation ever, and I wear Warm Vanilla in this, but I've been wearing this for a good like 3 to 4 years, I want to say, and I have a problem. It's a total matte finish. It's a 24-hour long wearing, and it just stays on me like crazy. And the photo, when I take photos with it, it looked super good. Still looks good, and I pretty much wear that all day, every day, and it just does not come off, and it helps with like my oil control. But also I've sold it to ladies where they were more normal to dry and they still really liked it. So it just depends what kind of skin type and what you're really used to. And it is a full coverage foundation, but it does dry really quick. So when you're putting it on one spot and maybe you want to build up, just make sure you blend it out before it dries, because it's just gonna stay there. So those are my foundations that I'm reviewing today. And if you would like to see more of my content, just subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what y'all want more of, or like DM me on Instagram or at me on Twitter, add me on Snapchat. I don't know, just let me know what y'all want to have more of, because I just don't want to do the average makeup tutorial video. I just think that's kind of boring. Reviewing stuff is kind of more of my thing, so just let me know what y'all want to hear and what y'all want to listen to and watch. So just let me know.